Wake up, Kenosha, with Bill and Pete. AM 1050 WLIP.
653 Wayless MD and Wellness. They're in the Southport Plaza, Kenosha, helping make America and the world a much thinner place. And the person who runs the show, Sherry Stoka, back with us. Sherry, good morning.
Good morning.
We were talking about the fact that you sent the boy off to college, off to Pitt. Oh, such an emotional time.
I know. I never thought it would be as emotional as it has become. But yeah, no, all good. It's all very, very good.
So, but he's going to be studying business, which means the empire will have, you have someone to hand it over to you maybe one day. Sherry, We have got the rain barrel chock full, as they say, of questions. Mr. Question Man is up to his elbows in postcards and letters this morning. Mr. Question Man, let's get going. What's number one this morning?
The number one question here, I had a friend tell me, and this is not the best source of friend, eating fat doesn't make you fat. Sherry, is that true?
Is it?
Yeah. So, okay, a couple important things here. Eating in excess of anything can, make you fat, I guess you could say, or make you gain weight. But it's important to understand that fat actually is unique in its ability to have zero effect on blood sugars when you consume it. So, I've talked about blood sugars over, the last couple of weeks, and it's all about that blood sugar insulin spike. Insulin is the fat-storing hormone. So you want to eliminate or minimize that insulin spike, that blood sugar spike. And fat does not do that. So it actually does help you burn more fat and lose weight. Now, assuming that everything else is equal and the calories are not in excess. But another important piece is fats are such an important component to every cell in our body, and our brain is 60% fat. And these, there's so many people that still have that mindset of like low fat. That is the absolute worst thing you can do because they're replacing it with sugar. And so, yes, it is absolutely, it helps people lose weight, but, you kind of have to look at other components.
Sherry, I've been told that my brain is much more than 60% fat at times. All that aside. So, but don't eat an entire jar of mayonnaise. That's not what we're talking about here.
Right.
That would be a bad idea.
I would go with the stick of butter, but that's another story.
Well, you need to wash it down with water or maybe something else. Number two?
Yeah, number two question. I know I should drink plenty of water, this person says, but is there another drink that's okay nutritionally just to change it up?
Oh my gosh, there's so many ways you can change it up without having to go to like the bottles that are orange and green and red and full of dyes and chemicals and all of that. So you can, I love diffusing, like putting water in your fridge and putting like orange and mint and cucumber. I mean, there's so many different ways you could flavor water. There's certain essential oils that are really, really good as well. And, other beverages that actually would count toward hydration would be non-caffeinated herbal teas. Even coffee can be toward hydration. I mean, of course, you want to limit that. But, so those are if you even Google it, you can find a lot of different healthy options.
I wanted to ask you about this. In the stores, they have this ice beverage, which is it's soda, but it's sparkling water, but it isn't soda. It has green tea in it, and is that a suitable substitute here?
Well, again, you're going to get some hydration out of that, but you are going to get a lot of other stuff with it. So there's going to be a lot of artificial things in there, probably, like I was saying, like some dyes and some artificial sweeteners. So it's not ideal. I think those things are okay once in a while, but there are better options.
All right. How about garden hose? That's always a good summertime drink.
Oh, jeez. Oh, my gosh, right? And we actually drank out of that when we were kids. Oh,
right.
My gosh.
And we made it. We're living. Number three, we got to get the family involved, Mr. Question Man.
This person says, I'm having a hard time dealing with unhealthy family members who don't want to join me in giving up junk/processed foods. What should I do?
Stop trying to change other people. I mean, you can only control yourself. Everybody's on their own journey, and they'll come around when they're ready. I mean, we talk about this all the time. you have to focus on yourself and the things that really are under your control. And it's as easy as that.
As you say, Pete, all the time, don't let other people take up too much space in your brain.
Yeah, that's true.
You just got to forge ahead. So if you're sitting there you're trying to do the best you can, and everyone else in the car is gorging down, sloppy cheeseburgers.
Getting those 4 hamburgers in on the car ride.
Maybe just want to read a book or maybe take a walk around the car while that goes on. But that is tough. It can be tough to get the family going on that. But I guess you just got to say, hey, this is what I'm doing, and just leave me alone and let me do it. You got to take charge of yourself.
Yeah, and people will come around, when they're ready, just by watching, by example. And I've just learned over the years, you just don't try to change someone, into someone that they're not ready to be.
Yeah.
So,
and if that doesn't work, there's always, fisticuffs. We don't suggest. You know what you do? You go get a healthy drink out of the garden hose, and then you turn it on them. Like that. That'll set them straight. Listen, Sherry Stoka, people are losing weight in bunches, but a lot of people, still maybe a little hesitant about getting on board, but there's great programs in person, online. How do we find out more about Way Less MD and Wellness?
Oh, yes. You can go to our website at waylessmd.com. Our phone number is 262-226-2046.